Our final speaker is Shannon Williams. She is the founder of Nourish Therapeutic Yoga. Shannon is a certified yoga instructor who runs her own online yoga studio called Nourish Therapeutic Yoga. Her expertise lies in therapeutic, somatic, and restorative yoga, and Shannon has been living with ME/CFS since 2003, which gives her a unique perspective on chronic illness management. Nourish Therapeutic Yoga offers weekly live yoga classes and an on-demand video library filled with yoga meditations, breathing exercises, and specialized modifications to support limitations. All classes are tailored to individuals living with chronic illness. Shannon's approach is to provide a unique blend of yoga methodologies that nourish well-being, improve function, and help manage chronic symptoms. Her passion lies in adapting yoga to empower the ME/CFS community to successfully participate without exacerbating their symptoms. Please welcome Shannon Williams.
Hi, everyone. So I'm Shannon, and like they said, I'm the founder of Nourish Therapeutic Yoga. And I thought, because everyone's had such a long day, it might be nice to have just a little quick exercise that you can do anywhere. So if you're seated or if you're at home laying in bed, this is just a breathwork practice that's really nice to do as a way to shift from having into a calmer state of your nervous system, to help fill the body more with some oxygen, clear your mind to get centered. So feel free to join along if you want to. You can soften your gaze or even close your eyes. I'm going to explain this yogic breathing we're about to do. So how it works is it's a 4-6 breath count where you inhale for the count of 4, and then you exhale through the mouth for a count of 6. So anytime this breathing pattern doesn't work for you, just do your own breathing, because really what we're trying to do is extend the exhale. So if you can extend it softly just by a count, that's great. Because what this does is it shifts your body into the parasympathetic nervous system, known as rest and digest. So it's a really nice way to get grounded and soothed. So let's just start by even maybe rolling the shoulders, especially if you've been here or staring at screens. You might want to close your eyes. Just roll them back in one direction, and then we're going to take it in the opposite direction. Good. And a nice way to stretch out through the neck is to take one ear and glide it down to the shoulder. You're not trying to get it all the way, just having a nice opening in the one side of your neck. And then bringing it back to center. And then let's take that the opposite way now. Just a gentle neck stretch, trying to keep your shoulders away from your ears. Nice and easy, coming back to center. Okay, so for the 4-6 breath practice, we're going to start by taking a nice cleansing breath in through the nose and then exhaling through the mouth completely. I'm going to use some hand motions to help guide us. So when we're breathing in through the nose, I'll be going like this. You can join me too if you'd like. I'll switch my palms over for the exhale through the mouth, and going down. You can imagine breathing in fresh air and exhaling any tension. So let's begin by emptying your lungs and then inhaling through the nose for 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One last time, deep breath in through the nose, cleansing and clearing. Exhaling through the mouth, letting it release from the body softly. And just let your breath resume its natural rhythm. And you may notice, and feel free to take a stretch if your body's craving it, but some signals that we've gone into that parasympathetic branch of the nervous system is a yawn or a deep swallow. So if that's happened, that's a good indicator that you've shifted your nervous system. Okay, so like I said, my name is Shannon, and I am just going to give a little overview about myself. So in the past, I led a vibrant life filled with activity, socializing, adventure. And growing up in Canada, I enjoyed a wide range of activities, including various sports, hiking, biking, swimming, dancing, rock climbing, snorkeling, you name it. I loved it all. I thrived on social interactions and enjoyed exploring new destinations all over the world. After backpacking through the US and Australia and New Zealand, I transitioned to a career in travel and relocated to England for new adventures. With big dreams and unwavering determination, I truly thought life had endless possibilities. In May 2003, my life took a drastic turn when I developed a debilitating illness while traveling Malaysia, which would later be diagnosed as ME. At the young age of 28, my once vibrant life changed completely. I became primarily housebound and searched endlessly for answers and a cure. In this new body, mind over matter no longer worked. I pushed, I collapsed, and round I'd go. For those of you here with ME, you know how it goes. I was finding it nearly impossible not to worsen symptoms, especially with physical activity, and this even included senior gentle yoga. Sadly, despite trying various treatments, I never fully regained my health, and coping with a chronic, complex illness became my everyday normal. And similar to many with ME, like the previous discussions mentioned, I developed dysautonomia, which makes it difficult to be upright. Add in mitochondrial dysfunction, low VO2 max, pulmonary issues, and there really weren't a lot of options left for exercise. Unfortunately, I discovered this experience was widespread through the ME community. Nobody was offering activities that catered to our needs and our limitations. But I was determined to find ways to safely move my body without triggering symptoms. So I started experimenting with adapting different styles of yoga for myself. And over time, I found that a consistent practice of low impact, gentle movement helped me feel better physically, mentally, and emotionally. With consistent practice and while honoring that energy envelope, my baseline improved and I felt compelled to share these findings with my community. Encouraged by the positive changes, I pursued professional training, and over the years, and to admit, at times from bed, I obtained certifications in therapeutic yoga, restorative yoga, somatic yoga, and yoga for chronic disease. So, why yoga? And what is yoga? Originating in India, the Sanskrit word yoga actually translates to yoke or to unite, highlighting the importance of creating a balanced connection between the mind, body, and spirit. Several research shows that yoga enhances physical and mental well-being, making this a valuable addition to conventional therapies for chronic disease management. Now, for some of you, you may think of yoga and think, I have to be really bendy or stretchy or have certain clothes or do certain poses. And Nourish is completely different than that. This yoga is so much more than physical movement. It involves breathing exercises and mindfulness techniques like meditation. And I feel this quote by Neero is a good encapsulation for what it means to me and what I pass on to my community. And she says, I said to my body softly, I want to be your friend. It took a long breath and replied, I have been waiting my whole life for this. So I will be the first to say, yoga will not cure you, but I'm now going to go into the proven clinical research that shows how these practices can help people with ME and similar conditions. So, movement. Now, we all know that individuals with ME need to be careful when selecting safe ways to move their body to respect their limitations. This is where adaptive therapeutic yoga can be particularly beneficial. Known for its gentle approach and adaptability, therapeutic yoga safely enhances strength, flexibility, mobility, and balance. Studies have shown that practicing therapeutic yoga can also reduce pain and inflammation, as well as increase energy levels. It also improves blood circulation, helping with dysautonomia, and alleviates common symptoms associated with reduced physical activity. So another big component is breath work. We do this in all my classes because we know that dealing with persistent fatigue or chronic pain, maintaining healthy breathing patterns is challenging. With these conditions, there's frequently resulting in shallow breath, quick breath, or erratic breathing, which unfortunately only worsens symptoms. So by engaging in slow, deep breathing, like we did earlier, we can activate the parasympathetic nervous system, inducing a relaxation response. And then you have diaphragmatic breathing, commonly referred to as belly breathing. And this is a conscious breathing technique that encourages deeper and fuller breaths. This method enhances immune function, boosts cellular energy, reduces lactic acid buildup, and increases stamina. By consciously prolonging that exhale, we also reduce stress hormone levels and improves overall well-being. So guided meditation, mindfulness, I have guided meditations in all my classes because it's such an important tool for this population. As we know, most patients with ME experience significant impairments in neurological functioning, such as processing issues, retention difficulties, feelings of brain fog, and overall cognitive performance. Meditation can aid in this by increasing blood flow to the brain and then creating new neural pathways. These connections, coupled with the improvements in gray matter, contribute to enhancing focus and memory retention. So during meditation, our brain waves actually transition from an active state of beta to the more relaxed states of alpha and then theta, which aid in the management of stress and anxiety. The further transition to delta waves improves sleep quality and helps with insomnia. Numerous studies have demonstrated the positive impact of meditation on long-term cognitive abilities in brain health. So there's several different styles of yoga that are out there. And what I find with my own research and delving more into the community at large. The two particular styles were most beneficial were somatics and restorative yoga. So I'm going to give you a little overview of each. Somatic yoga is a neuromuscular retraining system that addresses musculoskeletal issues by reorganizing how the nervous system controls and senses muscle movements. Unlike traditional yoga, somatics emphasizes on the sensory aspect of the movement over achieving the specific pose. Through chronic illness, we can often disconnect and lose touch and be at odds with our body. And this can potentially disconnect us from that sensory experience as a way to avoid being overwhelmed by symptoms. Unfortunately, this kicks the nervous system into high alert, making us feel even more unsafe in our bodies. This is where somatics is particularly helpful. By breaking down movements into smaller, slower parts, the brain can be rewired to reestablish connection to your body. This prompts the nervous system to calm down, making muscle movements easier and more efficient. This approach enhances functionality, helping manage chronic symptoms and improving quality of life. So we all know, especially the patients that are here, that living with chronic illness is hard. Managing constant disabling symptoms really takes its toll physically and mentally. How could it not? This is where restorative yoga is so beneficial. Renowned for its healing and rejuvenating benefits, it extends beyond mere relaxation and aims to enhance physical, emotional, and psychological well-being. So instead of dynamic movements or active stretching like other yoga, this really affects our bodies by resting in a supportive pose instead. We focus on gently opening the body and supporting it with common items that you can just bring from home, like pillows or blankets, and unwind and let go and sink deeper into a state of relaxation. The different postures cue different parts of your body to relax and open and help with things like lymphatic stimulation or vagus nerve stimulation. This also helps reduce the hyperactivity in the frontal cortex and promotes a mind-body awareness. Clinical studies have shown that restorative yoga has a profound healing effect and greatly enhances your health. So, Nourish. And how is Nourish different? Well, for one, I'm a teacher that is teaching from lived experience. And this unique approach is adapting everything for our limitations. In my classes, poses are not held for long periods, have minimal repetitions, and transitions between movements are slow, enabling you to always proceed at your own pace. The instruction is tailored for neurological challenges, so it is provided slowly and with repetition. And one of the bonuses of COVID is now we have a lot of things on Zoom, which have really opened up our world, which means you can join from anywhere in the world and you can decide, hey, I want to come to class one day for 5 minutes. And then that's all I can do. I'm going to log off. That's not a problem. Your full participation is never required. And your privacy is respected. So if you're going to have a better practice with your screen off, not a problem. A lot of us here do. So I also have members who practice from bed and depending on symptom severity, may focus on breathing and visualizing movements to start. These fundamental techniques lead to gradual improvements with safe, consistent practice. Nourish is committed to making yoga accessible for everyone through various affordable pricing options and flexible scheduling. So if you book a class, you can't make it, you will be credited another class. So a lot of us here are probably familiar with using spoon levels or spoon theory, or call themselves spoonies. But for those who are unfamiliar with it, spoon theory serves as a metaphor, emphasizing the need for individuals with chronic illness to manage their energy or spoons. This is to prevent symptom flare and post-exertional malaise. Each day, us spoonies only have a limited number of spoons, and every single task we do costs a spoon. So to support this concept, I created a spoon level system to help select classes based on your energy levels that day. I've also created an extensive on-demand video library featuring a diverse range of yoga classes and practices. So you might do a 5-minute meditation one day and a 10-minute yoga nidra another day, or maybe a chair class, or perhaps you're having symptom issues and I have classes for common symptom relief like headaches or nausea or vestibular issues or POTS. And then I even have a collection for crash days or flare days. So it's really designed to be multifaceted, and hopefully you can find a practice that would suit you on any given day. The focus in all classes is to listen to your body and respond with compassion instead of pushing through symptoms. By adopting this holistic mind-body approach, individuals with chronic disease can cultivate resilience, strength, and well-being safely while respecting limitations. So what I love the most and what I hear so often from other members is our community. It's so unique. And here's the reason. Dealing with the physical and neurological challenges of ME is tough. But this community faces profound misunderstanding. As individuals with invisible illness, we encounter disbelief, shame, blame, judgment, and harm, only adding to our struggles. Due to the disabling symptoms and societal ignorance, ME patients are among the most marginalized groups, leading to us feeling very isolated. None of us would willingly choose this. We all yearn to regain our health and lead a normal life once again. This situation is especially harmful when patients do not have essential support from the family and friends, leaving them to carry the entire burden alone. Understanding that this need to be seen, to be validated, to be part of a supportive community is fundamental. Nourish also offers community connection. Every week, we rally together from all over the world, from our beds, from our yoga mats, and we connect. We stay after class. There's a community chat component. And this is really nice because we get to discuss strategies and connect in a supportive way within a positive environment. There's also a monthly gathering centered around pertinent topics for discussion. We decide as a group what is our next topic each month. And these meetings have sparked so much laughter, provided valuable insights, and nurtured deeper connections. I can honestly say there is nothing like being part of a group where everyone truly gets it. This unique experience has empowered each of us to find our voice and grow. For some, this has proven to be as beneficial as the yoga practices themselves. Together, we truly are stronger. So that's me, Nourish in a nutshell. And I just want to thank everybody so much for listening and give me this space to share. I really hope if you're a member out there in the community that you check out the website, nourishtherapeuticyoga.com, try out a class. I'm super excited to announce that because of ME Action, we're going to do another free class. So this is coming up on May 30th. It's completely free. You just need to go to nourishtherapeuticyoga.com to register. And if you can't make it live on that day, we always record the class itself. So you will get the email of the video. And before I go, I just want to say to all the medical professionals and advocacy groups today that have been here and who are watching, that you give us so much hope. And I can't thank you enough and have endless gratitude for all the time and effort you put into helping us find the cure and paving the way for light. So that's me for now. I'm happy to stay and answer any questions anyone has. And thanks again so much for having me.